isn't this just fantastic?
Hey guys!
As a spoiler, I'm going to do a 2020 review of Amberlynn Reid's year. I was going to copy the formula of Sinatra, of doing responses to Vlogmas, but honestly I can't be bothered. And also, within Amberlynn Reid's New Year's resolution video, we get to talk about where she may or may not have gone wrong.
So, regarding my weight, as you guys know, my highest weight is 572.4. I have a goal weight that I want to be by the end of this year. I want to lose in total, which is part of what I've already lost. I want to be down in total 127.4 pounds, which will put me at 445. So I've already lost some of that 127.4, which I can't wait to, you know, share that with you guys, obviously. So yeah, I really want to reach 445 in this year.
So over the course of the year, Amberlynn Reid has joined Weight Watchers, left Weight Watchers, done Optavia, left Optavia, started Noom, if anyone's seen the ads on YouTube videos, that, left Noom to go back to Weight Watchers, but Amberlynn Reid did go down in weight at first. In fact, she went as far as, well, this.
486.0.
Fun fact, though, Amberlynn Reid attended a clinic, a place, a hospital, whatever you call it, where larger people go to be screened for potential weight loss surgery. But even after all the questions, after all the tests, the place Amberlynn Reid went to be tested said no.
They said that I need to see a counselor long enough to heal completely the things that cause me to binge. And I've been told that a lot, that weight loss surgery isn't going to cure binging. Like, I totally get that. Like, weight loss surgery is a tool, and I wanted to use that tool. And I thought it would motivate me and help me.
Which is the right thing to say, considering while your weight may allegedly have been 480, you now look 560 again, which is roughly where you started the year off at. It was last year around 600, I believe. But there was something that happened during the year. In Amberlynn Reid Content Constable Part 3, I was very cruel to you, but I did allude to the fact that it would take a truly genuine shock to your system to get you to make necessary changes. And I no lie, over the months of this year when I compiled sources for every individual month, because my intention was to make a video for every single month before doing this because it's easier. When I got to the month in question, I had to stop and be like, I think this video is going to get shelved. And everyone knows why. The only problem here is, it didn't change you at all. We were on your side. You even had the necessary surgery, heartbreaking but necessary surgery. But in reality, you just went back to the same old you. Perhaps we should get to the next resolution you made.
I want to walk 1,000,000 steps this year. I know when I say that out loud, I'm like, is that even possible? I'm like so confused. But when you guys divide it by 365, it's less than like 3,000 steps a day, which I know some days I'll probably do less than 3,000. I know some days I'll do more. I feel like I could possibly even go over 1,000,000. Actually, I feel like I know I can. But I just thought it was a cute little goal. 1,000,000 is such like a big, broad number, and it'll help me move more, and it'll just be exciting to see that number like rack up every day.
I think it's safe to say, with sheeple crowd control having come into full effect this year, along with the fact that you don't need an excuse to not do something, couple that with the fact that in every single video bar 2 of them, you're sat down, it is safe to surmise you did not, but also add to the fact that you went through the ups and downs of saying whether or not you were in fact a weight loss channel, and when you do vlog, you vlog sat in your bedroom in front of your camera. Oh, and add to the fact you did put on weight towards the end of the year again, which you're refusing to share. I can't imagine why.
So obviously I'm not wearing my Apple Watch today, January 1st, which today would have been day 1, but I forgot to charge it because, as you guys know, I haven't really been wearing it.
Off to a stellar start then. What's your next resolution?
So this kind of goes in with like my weight loss, which I should have mentioned this already, but I want to write down everything I eat.
Wait, so you're actually going to put those journals to good use? Just remember, for every page you fill in one journal, 10 more journals need to take its place.
But majority of the time I want to write it down, because what I've noticed is that sometimes I'll forget like what I eat throughout the day, and by writing it down I could go back and be like, oh, I already ate quite a bit today, versus if I didn't do that, I wouldn't remember how much I ate earlier and then I'll overeat. It's just a lot easier for me.
Did you know there are certain apps you can use where you could just use your phone or tablet or computer? I myself, when I'm training, use MyFitnessPal. It just saves me time. Granted, it's not the most accurate, but you can manually input it if needed. I guess my point is, save the trees.
I also want to create a weight loss Instagram and make it public.
Was this the one called Curvy Calories that has been updated up till August the 17th? I think it is. Can you do me a favor and update August, September, October, November and December for me, please? Because genuinely, that was one of the very few things I saw you do that I rather gullibly believed, is that even a word, that you would actually go through with and continue to use.
So I used to actually have one at Curvy Calories, but I no longer want to use that one. But I used to have a weight loss Instagram, Curvy Calories, but I kind of want to leave that behind. And it's just like, I suck. I flopped on that. So I want to create a new one.
Next.
I want to save money.
I would too when the law of diminishing returns has finally taken effect and you are no longer making 6 digits in views per day. Even Vlogmas hasn't saved you from that. That being said, you do go on for the next 2 minutes within that very New Year's resolution video to explain you did in fact save up quite well in 2019. And in 2020, you and Becky did get your own place. So I will concede in this context, I can't hate the player.
So I want to love myself more. I want to love myself more mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, physically, that...
I am so glad you thought what we were all thinking. However, as far as resolutions go, this is the one resolution that encompasses everything. Because to love yourself means to take care of yourself. Something which you will in a moment concede in that very video. And again with a but, with all the resolutions, this one you broke fundamentally. Now you do have a few scapegoats, but ultimately, you failed.
What I mean is like, I want to take care of my hair more.
Sex life. Joke goals. Joke goals.
So the last one is, I want to film what I want for my YouTube and I want to upload it. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid of judgment. I don't want to be like, oh, what if people don't like this video?
Okay, so that's the last of the resolutions, and I'm just going to say this now as far as that one goes. You've been doing it for years, and getting heaps of negative comments, majority down votes, because nobody believes or respects you as a creator. Because everything you've done and said contradicts what you've done and said. It's quite frustrating. The only thing I think you've done this year that I actually quite enjoy is the fact you now address the haters, which is actually quite funny, especially Hater Nation. It's like you're trying to clap back, and because of the way you're handling it, it is actually quite good. I haven't ignored the fact that you've been put on blast more recently for some rather interesting voice messages.
This whole situation is super frustrating. Talking to Becky's mom, and I right after she had her surgery. I'm going to put it out there how Amberlynn really treated Becky's mom. Don't let her fool everyone, please.
I am not trying to argue with you. That is the last thing I want to do since you just got out of surgery. I don't want to cause any more stress onto you, onto Becky, onto anyone in your family, onto myself, because that's just not going to fix anything. I am just tired of the added drama onto my YouTube, and I'm tired of not being appreciated when I try to help you the best that I can, and it's just frustrating. This whole situation is super frustrating, and I finally just kind of wanted to speak upon the situation.
Oh boy, we all love to see the dark side, even if it is yours. Then again, we all knew you were a selfish individual, because when Becky's mother sadly passed, you spent your entire time at home on Twitter doing AMAs because you were bored. To finish, there is actually a part 2 to that particular audio message you heard. I will link the relevant tweet down below if you're at all interested in listening to Amber be the single most selfish creature on the planet. Amberlynn Reid did honour some of her New Year's resolutions to an extent. I'd argue she did more than what most would do with their resolutions. Hell, even I made resolutions. I kept all of them, but only because my resolution was simply to wake up tomorrow. Squad goals, everyone. Squad goals. I might make this an annual thing, because honestly, your resolutions made me chuckle. I left some out, but only because they were redundant. In truth, you've shown this year you have more bite, but also when you are dragged to the lowest you could possibly go, you still can't get yourself on the right track, which is a damning statement for the caricature of Amberlynn Reid.